2 days before the big game, Barça versus Napoli. I am gonna second leg. I am gonna do the match previews, given my lineup as well. But also want you guys to please leave your comments. Let me know which lineup should start. Xavi start against Napoli. It's gonna be a tough game. We know it's gonna be a tough game. We know that that's what we got left to play. Madrid have just beat Celtic Vigo 4-0. We know La Liga is pretty much gone. I've been saying this for a very long time now. We need to focus in the Champions League. We need to try and get as far as we can. And we know how important it is to go far in the Champions League with financial situation. The far as we go, the better it is. More money will come in. But yeah, as we know, the first leg and 1-1, probably one of the best games Barca had this season. That first 65, 70 minutes was just pure class, great football, good performance. But as usually, we just couldn't take our chances. But yeah, look, I will be sharing my screen. I'm going to share my screen right now. And let me just quick sharing my screen right now. Let me just go down all the way down. Let me try. Just bear with me. Let me just quickly try Lattice. Make it smaller as well so you guys can see it better as well. Maybe that is better like this. So then I'll give you my predictions and stuff. Yeah, that's better like that. So you guys can see better as well. And yeah, of course, I want you guys to, if you're new to the channel, please make sure you smash the like and of course subscribe. And we just come from, a 1-0 win against Mallorca with again a 16 years old Yamal, our best player. Crazy to think, but with a golazo. Napoli just come back with a draw as well. Just come from a draw against Torino, I think, if I'm not wrong. We both Barca and Napoli played on Friday night. And yeah, I mean, with all the injuries that Barca have, of course, it's not easy to set up the best lineup, right? Well, I will try and do my best lineup, the lineup that I think will be possible to beat Napoli. By the way, Napoli basically play with the same 11 that I think they will be playing against Barca. Their last game in Serie A on Friday against Torino. And they did not rest basically anyone, if I'm not wrong. We managed to rest Lewandowski and stuff, but then Rafinha got a knock as well. Yamal in the game with a knock, but it looks like they are fine. But I know the lineup, that's just my predictions, right? I know the lineup that I'm going to give is probably going to be far from what Xavi's thinking, as usually, Xavi always keeps surprising us with bad decisions. I'm gonna say it. I don't care. I've said this plenty of times this season. I know his job hasn't been easy with Barca financial situation, with all the injuries this season, but some of his decisions you don't understand, and it makes you think: is it you, as football fans, we not understand? We don't know ball, or is it him who clearly don't know ball? Like it looks like if we win or not winning, winning or losing, we just have one tactic, always the same. But look, let's focus on this game. And like I say, it's very important for Barca in terms of financial is very important. And who knows? I don't think we're going to win the Champions League. Looks like we're going to go a season without a trophy, but football is a funny game. Anything can happen. We might be liking a draw, but there's still some good teams left. And of course, we should, just put 100% on the Champions League. We know that, we can still finish second. We can still win La Liga, but we're not going to win La Liga. Let's be real in here. But even if we finish second or third, I prefer to finish second. I want to win, but if you tell me third or second, doesn't really make a difference. But of course, second. And Girona won that game and we won as well. But we got our next La Liga game is against Atletico, so I don't know. I mean, it's going to be a tough one with all the injuries, like I said. But yeah, I'm just going to give my lineup, and I want you guys to leave your comment. What would be the best lineup? Looks like Napoli will play with Squara and Victor Cimeni. They will play with their midfielders usually. Looks like Zielinski just come back as well. I mean, I don't know. Look, we're not having a good season. Napoli also is not having a good season. But like I said, for the previous, when the draw come out and after the first game, before the first game and then after the first game, not so much now. Obviously, with the injuries we got, I mean, losing Pedri and Frankie de Jong in one game in a space of half an hour. I mean, that was another hit for us. We know we have a few players out already. I'm not sure if Ferran Torres is going to be back for this game, but sorry, pardon me. Sorry. Yeah, I mean, Napoli is Napoli. If Almeria can score against Sarge, Granada can score. How many goals they score against Sarge? Same with Almeria. And anyone can score against Sarge. Napoli can score. And I said this. First game we played good, but with a mistake again, lack of concentration. Inigo Martinez wasn't sure what he was doing, but he's not going to start. And I predict him to start over Kobarzi just because of Kobarzi lack of experience in the Champions League. He's still very young. He's only 17 and stuff. And Inigo Martinez, we need someone like that strong. But this time, Kobarzi is going to start for sure. And I'm just going to start with my lineup. I'm not sure if this going to give all the names. Last time, they did not want to give me Yamal's name. Probably is not going to give Kobarzi's name as well. But yeah, of course, this is not surprise, right? They're Stegen in goal. You're not surprised. Centre back, it has to be Araujo and Asta Kobarzi. Don't care. Vitor Osimhen, Skvara, anyone, I don't care. Kobarzi. This kid is way too good. His name's not gonna come up, but it doesn't matter. You guys can hear me. It's Kobarzi. Right back has to be Conde. He's been okay. He's been much better in the last few games. Um, Left back, of course, will be Cancelo. We need to keep Cancelo next season. We need to do something to sign Cancelo. This is where it becomes hard in here. As you can see, our midfield, basically, it looks like we're going to play with Christensen. Looks like we're going to play with Christensen as a DM. Gunningham, and in here is my doubts about who should be next. Who should be next? Obviously, not having Gavi, not having Pedri, not having Frankie de Jong. This is where I go my doubts in here because he, I mean, first leg 1-1. Remember, away goals doesn't count anymore, right? So away goals doesn't count anymore. We need to we need to win, right? We need to win, and I still think even with the injuries we have, I still think that we are good enough to beat Napoli, but also Napoli is good enough to beat us. Like I said, Napoli is not having a good season, but they are good enough to beat us. So yeah, I mean, the M in here has to be Christensen, right? He's majority of the games he plays is majority of the games that he has played as a DM. I would say the first few games he did struggle. Basically, a new position for him. He did struggle, but he's getting better. He's actually improving. He's improving quite a lot. So let me just quickly, okay, I'm just gonna put in here Christensen. Right, let me just see. Let me see if I can type his name properly. I can't. I can't actually bloody pronounce his name. Christ. That's it. In here, my boy. But like I said, he's improving a lot. And obviously, we're going to play with Goodingham. Right. Oh, why did I change? What's going on in here? Sorry, guys. All right. Oh, man, man, man. Two Goodinghams. I want to do this, right? I want to do this, right? Can we have this? Yeah, I wouldn't mind this. But yeah, I mean, let me just quickly change with Christensen here. Oh man, I'm struggle to type today. Okay, and obviously I will change in here. And right, last game against Mallorca for La Liga, we basically played with Gurningham. Then we had like Rafinha in there, Joan Felix going through the middle and stuff, Yamal, and we played with Marco up front as a striker. But I would say I would play with Sergio Roberto. Well, Busquets, yes, please. Um, why is he not coming up? Why is Sergio Roberto not coming up? Wow, is he strange? Ooh. Anyways, I don't know why Sergio Roberto is not coming up. One second, let me try this again. Nope. You see? I don't know for some reason his name's not coming up. But we leave like this anyway. You guys know what I mean. Um, and I'm just gonna quickly say why I would play because I mean I don't know what this guy still does on my club. We need to get rid of him. I don't care what anyone says. He can't play in multi positions. He can't play basically anywhere, but he's not good in any position. I'm not going to say he's a bad player. He's okay, but not good for my Barca. I'm sorry. We're talking about Barcelona, the most beautiful club of all time. Like that's it. I start him over Fermin Lopez or even Rafinha as a fake number 10. I don't know what you want to call because he will run, that's for sure. He will run. He will work hard. And he's one of them players you never know what's gonna happen. He's that kind of player. He will never have an average game, like a median game. He will have a very bad game or a very good game. But yeah, I start Sergio Roberto. We need some experience in that midfield as well. It's gonna be tough against Napoli. Like I said, Napoli is not having a good season, but Napoli is still Napoli. They still have quality players. Up front, of course. I would do this because I know Rafinha is back, but there's no way. And I will play Felix in here. Very inconsistent, but I still play him. He is very inconsistent. This is the biggest problem. That's why I did not want Barca to sign him. We already have too many inconsistent players. And Felix, once again, showing that I was right. He's so inconsistent. I don't know why this guy has so much quality. I don't know what his lifestyle, what does he go through his mind, what kind of trainings he have, what kind of rest he have as well. It's just very hard with Felix, but the quality's in there. We would need this quality to break Napoli. Like in the first game, I still have that first game, in my head that we should have that first half should have been about 3-4 nil, and it would have been much easier the second leg. But yes, in here has to be Yamal, but I'm sure they will not have his picture. But you guys know he has to be Yamal. There's no way I want to see Rafinha or Ferran Torres over Yamal. No, never. I want to see Yamal cook over these guys. And up front, obviously, Lewandowski, right? Obviously, Lewandowski up front. And yeah, this would be my 11, right? Let me just quickly pull out this. You guys know I'm going to say again before I stop sharing my screen, but I want you to leave your comment which is the best line. And I think this, the best lineup to face Napoli for the second leg, you know? Ter Stegen in goal, Conde's right back, Kubarzi and Araujo, because Kubarzi seems to play well with Araujo, next to Araujo. I know last game he did not add Araujo. Inigo Martinez, he looked okay, but Kubarzi over Inigo Martinez for me, especially after that mistake he made. I know we need this kind of games different mentality. We need experience as well, but nah. Kubarzi, Araujo, Cancel as a left back, of course, Christensen as a DM, Goodingham and Sergio Roberto, and then up front, Felix, Lewandowski, and of course, the future Ballon d'Or, the future of Barca, the future of Spain and football, the new face of football. Remember, Lamin Yamal. And yeah, that's my lineup. And on my predictions for the game, right? The first, I actually predict Barca to concede a goal in the first leg. And I think Barca, I said Barca was going to win 2-1, 3-1, but I think I went for 3-1. We had enough chances. That game should have been 3-1. Napoli did nothing that game, basically, apart from scoring a goal. Lack of concentration, another mistake from us. Our defense been so poor this season. And Inigo Martinez, I'm still thinking about a goal. But I am going to go for. I want to go for 3-1 again for Barca. Even without Pedri and Frankie de Jong, I still think we gonna beat Napoli. It's gonna be tough, of course, but I want to go for 3-1. But I'm gonna stick with 2-1, and that's my prediction for the game. And we're gonna go through quarterfinal, and here we come, and we need it. It's been a few years since we played a quarterfinal, and we need it. We are Barcelona. That's where we belong. Quarterfinal, semi-final, Champions League winners as well. But yeah, guys, leave your comments. Let me know your thoughts as well about the game. Let me know what you expect for the game and stuff. And yeah, I will see you guys probably for the match reaction. I will not be able to do a live stream, but of course I will watch the game. But I will do a match reaction at some point, and let's hope for a win, get through, focus on the Champions League, and we need this. Yeah, thank you. Visca Barça sempre. God bless you all.